What's up guys, RL here with YugaTech, and if filmmaking is your profession or your hobby, and you want to invest in some gear that you can use to get that cinematic treatment, the FeiyuTech AK4500 gimbal is one of the best stabilizers out today. Plus, it offers a few nifty cool features too. So without any further ado, let's go and test this thing out. This stabilizer can carry up to 4.5 kilos of load. It has a very modular design, like you can reposition the grip and such. Plus, there's an extender pole and a tripod foot in the box. There are also several mounting ports for additional accessories, so you can fully customize and configure the gimbal to suit your needs. It does have a quick release plate, which is handy when needing to switch out batteries on the fly. On the side, we have the usual balancing guides, and around the mount, we'll see 3 locking switches to keep the gimbal fixed for transport. There are 2 USB ports which are used to control your camera with the proprietary cables provided in the box, and a 3.5mm jack for Lumix shutter cable users. Found on the main grip is a touch display, and below it you'll see 4 buttons which can be used to change modes, a dedicated button used to start recording video or capture photos, and a power button. In the middle we get a joystick which can be used to reposition the camera or navigate through the interface. And found on the left side of the grip is a multifunctional knob used to adjust focus or zoom depending on where you put the lens gear ring attachment. More on that later. On the right side, you'll see your USB port and a program button which, when single pressed, locks or unlocks the touchscreen. Lastly, at the back of the grip, you have your trigger button which, when long pressed and held, will enter follow mode. Users can also program this button to go back to the previous mode, or when double pressed, it will recenter the camera. This gimbal uses 4 rechargeable lithium-ion batteries which come included in the box and promises a 12-hour battery life after a 5-hour charge, which is pretty accurate since it lasted half a day during my testing. Balancing the camera is relatively easy depending on how experienced the user is. Nonetheless, the motors on this thing are pretty strong, so even when the camera isn't perfectly balanced due to possible time constraints, they are very much dependable. Now, to mount your camera through this gimbal, you have to first slide the X-axis plate, then mount the quick release plate onto your camera. Like any other gimbal, you have to perfectly balance your camera so you can get that optimal result for your shot. One extra feature of this gimbal is the follow focus. It comes in the accessory box bundled when you buy this thing. Inside that box, you'll see a lens gear ring, USB cable for connecting the follow focus on the gimbal, aluminum tube, a fixed bracket, and a stick which can do this. Not only that, you can also control your follow focus through here. This is all possible via Bluetooth. Another way you can control your gimbal remotely, view your camera settings, and have some sort of secondary monitor is by using your smartphone via Bluetooth with a companion app called FeiyuOn, which is available in both Android and iOS. The cool thing about this feature is that there's almost zero latency when you control it through your phone, and it's kind of a bit weird since when you use the AKF2, there's a noticeable 1-second delay on certain actions. Now that we've gone through the noticeable features, let us turn this thing on. We do that by pressing the power button for like a second, and we should hear a sound. There are 4 modes to choose from to really enhance your shot. First is lock, which will basically lock your camera's position within the gimbal. No matter how you move it, it's locked in the preferred direction. Second is panning mode, which allows you to pan the camera from left to right or vice versa just by turning the grip. Third is follow mode, which now allows the gimbal to not only pan but tilt as well. Last is all follow mode, which is basically follow mode, but now you're able to perform slight barrel rolls. I think it's again worth mentioning you get this trigger which, when pressed and held, allows you to fix your camera's position and direction, and double tapping it resets the camera. When you swipe to the left, you'll see more settings like 360 rotation, which is a nice addition to get more creative with your shots. And like other gimbals of this caliber, this one of course gets a selfie mode. There's also this very nifty portrait mode, so for those of you who want to step up your vertical video IG story game, this feature can come in real handy. It is worth mentioning that this feature is only enabled when in the fishing rod position. Another swipe to the right, you'll see your payload settings, which can help you balance your camera, and found under that, you get this photo spot feature which adjusts the way the motors behave. Now, these knobs on both of these controllers can be programmed. You can either use it to tilt, control the position of your gimbal, or for your follow focus. Now, if you're looking for a gimbal to help you stabilize your shots with some extra features, then the FeiyuTech AK4500 is one of the best choices out there in the market. It does have a follow focus plus an extra grip and a wireless remote bundled in when you buy it. The FeiyuTech AK4500 will set you back at around $750 or approximately 35,700 pesos when converted. So, what do you guys think about this gimbal? Will this be an addition to your filmmaking equipment? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that bell icon to get notified for our future uploads. And be sure to visit YugaTech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this has been Arel, and I'll see you in the next one.